You have pain in your knee? Then I have 3 Liebscher and Bracht exercises for you that you should definitely do if you want to do something about it. Not many people can do the last exercise. So stay tuned and try to see if you can manage it. René is doing it. He is leading the exercises. You can do them with him, and I will guide you. We are doing the exercise for the right side for the right knee. If you have problems with your left knee, then you do exactly the same, but on the other side. The following is important for the first exercise. The knee must be fully extended. This exercise is for the entire back of the leg. That's why it has to be stretched out, and stretch it properly. Then you see here is a small distance to the ground. This is the case with most knees, with most legs. And actually it has to be exposed. We solve this by placing the knee savia or a book underneath. You can also use a book of the right height so that this area rests and it is supported. And then it's about grabbing your foot, holding the foot, and then working on it. And we need resistance here so that the foot can push forward during the exercise. However, since you probably can't reach it with your leg fully extended, or if you can, only with tension, you take our loop and practically pull your foot back. Place the loop fairly high up. If you don't have the loop yet, you can also replace it with a towel, for example, or with a belt. If you have none of all that, you would do it like this. You would put up the left leg and pull yourself forward by the leg. However, you would have to do without it. If you have nothing now, then it is just like that, but much better than nothing, because now you cannot stretch your foot forward and build strength. But we're doing it like this now, and we're starting the exercise by, attention, you have to place the loop or towel in such a way that the little toe is not overstrained. The whole thing starts with you straightening your back and gradually pulling your foot back and bringing your torso forward. And where does it hurt for you, René?
So, right at the very bottom, at the back of the entire leg, at the back of the knee. The back of the knee is the hot spot.
And that's why this is the exercise that is most challenging due to this pain in the back of the knee. But handle it carefully. Do it in a way that you can just about tolerate the pain that arises in the back of your knee. Then it is not a problem at all. Always remember the exercises must be fun. Yes, you are increasingly moving forward and stretching inward, and we are waiting for the foot to move further back and for the torso to come a little further forward. Straighten your torso completely, then you'll notice that the tension increases immediately down here.
Yes, I noticed that.
And do it in a way that it is tolerable. Yes, it shouldn't be that everything is hurting and you feel like quitting the exercise. That would be completely counterproductive. It must be fun, really. But there still has to be enough intensity on the stretching for it to work.
I find it great, a lot of intensity. And if I'm being honest, I also have a lot of tension in the Achilles tendon here at the back, in the calf.
Can be good. But that's good because all of this leads to the knee being relieved when this whole thing, which is too short, becomes longer.
So it's not because I simply pull my foot too tightly?
No, that's perfectly fine. This stretching that you trigger in the calf, in the back of the knee, or also in the upper back, in the back of the upper thigh, like that, that's all fine. It just has to be in a way that it's not so intense that you can't withstand the resulting tension, mentally or physically. Now we start with strength training. You push forward with your foot and pull back with your torso.
What does forward mean?
The foot wants to go there. Try going there, but hold on to it tightly. The trunk wants to move backwards, but you hold it tight with your arms.
That is everything.
That's strength training as part of the stretching exercise, and that's exactly what is so valuable. Now relax, but stay in the stretch. Don't come out of the stretch. Relax and continue stretching further. Try to move a little further forward.
I have hardly relaxed there, but okay.
Okay. So when I say relaxed, I mean take away the force. I said it wrong, take away the tension force. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Relax. Further in, but good that you said it.
Good that I said it.
This is also a misunderstanding. And again, the foot wants to go forward, the torso wants to go backward. Yes, build up a lot of strength, build up strength, build up strength, relax and go straight back in. And this gap, which then arises after releasing, can be used very well. And once again, yes. Stretch the foot forward, the torso wants to go backwards. You do it at home, please. Tighten, 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 relax, and one last time a little further forward. And now you let go and stay like this. The hands let go and you stay like this. You stay like this, you stay like this, move forward as far as possible on your own strength. Further forward.
There is no more progress.
There is no more progress. That is almost too much effort now. It must be a great effort, but do not overdo it. And slowly out again. For the second exercise, we use a wall. Renee, take about 1.5 steps forward to the wall, lean against it, and move your right foot backwards. Notice that the foot, unlike how Renee is currently doing, should not point outward but stand straight, essentially at 90 degrees to the wall. Fully extend the knee, and now you can already feel a stretch here. And now you increasingly go into the stretch by going deep here. But very, very important are 2 points now. You should fully extend the knee, and the right heel must stay completely on the ground. And you press against the wall. You can raise your hands a little higher so that you draw an imaginary line on the wall and can apply pressure there.
And the deeper I go with my left knee, the more pressure do I exert there.
Exactly. But don't go back and forth, go calmly further in. Keep going calmly and find exactly the point where the stretching is still tolerable here. And stay still and wait until the tissue gives in. And in the meantime, while Renee is doing that, or you too, yes, take another quick look over here. Our knee stretcher adds a significantly higher intensity to the stretch.
But what exactly is the difference now between your movement?
The difference is I can now have the center of gravity over my foot, which makes it much easier for me to build up tension. And you are leaning so far forward because you don't have the wedge, so your center of gravity is here in front, far ahead of the foot, and therefore you have to exert much more force against the wall, which is simply less effective. But fully stretch, fully extend. If you don't have the wedge yet and still want to have this effect, you could place a book underneath in the front at the appropriate height, and you would immediately notice that the stretching intensity is much higher. And now we are doing strength training. Now press as hard as possible with your right forefoot against the ground.
What is the forefoot?
The forefoot is here in front of this part, where the toes are, toes and toe pad. Press firmly against the ground, release and go a little further into the left knee. Yes. Increase stretching. And we do that again. Forefoot presses the ground of the right, the knee must remain extended, the heel must stay on the ground. Please join in at home and relax and bend a little further into the left knee, further into the stretch. And once again, one last time, the forefoot presses into the ground, push in really firmly. Knee must be straight, relax and stretch again. Okay, and now come out of the stretch. How do I do it? Take your right leg in front of you and lift the right forefoot up.
Why am I doing this?
The knee must be fully extended. I will explain shortly. Extend the knee, lift the foot. This is now the active stretching.
Oh, that hurts.
Yes, no matter where it hurts, the foot gets used to it. This is the training, and it makes the foot, or of course here the knee, always fitter and always pain-free, with good chances of success. And slowly relax again. The next exercise is super important. Not many can do it. We have a trick how you can do it too. Pay attention. The point is, ideally, when pressing down the buttocks or having the groin fully on the ground, if you now bend the leg, the angle must be such that the heel reaches the buttocks. Hardly anyone can do that well. The vast majority of people come at most this far, and that's it. And the exercise would now be that you, Renee, please reach back with your right hand and try to reach your foot. But that's not possible. But people still want to do the exercise. What usually happens now, you bend your hip a little. As soon as the hip flexes, a muscle is relaxed. They come up, lie back down, but the hip never fully returns to the ground. And that is terrible for the exercise because the effect is much, much smaller. That means if you want to do it alone, you need a way to reach your foot with your hand here. And you have this possibility through a loop or through a towel, which you grasp with both hands. This is a bit more complicated, but it works too. And in the moment where you can now extend your arm, you can practically start pulling the foot forward, and that way can easily manage the exercise on your own. To make this exercise even more efficient, we remove the loop and raise the knee. But the hip, the groin must stay fully on the ground. The higher the knee is, the better. But it should only be as high as the height you choose, so that the hip spine can still stay down. And a good height is achieved with our midi roll from the fascia roll massage set. It also has the advantage, it's important now that the roll doesn't lie here and doesn't lie here, but lies where the knee ends. And at the moment when you notice, especially when you do it yourself and place the roll there, your body may react. Move your body a bit towards your feet, then the roll is lifted a bit more, slide down with the torso, yes, then it rolls better. Then roll the roll up again and then you can adjust it wonderfully, a little higher. Where the knee ends, that's where you should stop. This is a wonderful adjustment option. And now compare, Renee, I'll put the loop back on you.
I can already feel more tension.
More tension on it, right?
Totally.
Exactly that. But be careful, put your thumb in. And depending on how you practice now, make sure first that the groin is down and then gradually increase the angle with the hand moving more and more forward. Then best go with the palm of your hand on the ground and then continue to move forward along the ground by reaching in with your fingers. If you do it at home with the belt, do it the same way. And with the towel, you would put the towel around here and go to the back with both hands and pull yourself. So, now we stop the exercise. That is the reason why it is a bit complicated. Most people, as we said at the beginning, do not get into a good position. We always go further into the stretch. But you should make sure, I'll press it to make sure you really have contact here. This is crucial for this whole exercise. Only 1 centimeter of distance down here, and the exercise is already much less valuable and has much lower effectiveness. And a little bit further, a little bit further. And now comes the strength training. Press down on the groin and straighten the leg. Groin pushes down, extend the leg, apply strength, relax and continue forward with the hand and bring the foot closer. Where do you feel the stretching, Renee?
In the entire thigh.
In the entire thigh. You're probably also at home, right? And that's exactly good because it really frees the knee and we want to get rid of the knee pain. And again, you want to stretch your leg and press your hip against the ground at the same time. A little more, let go and keep pulling. And again, you press the groin down, aim to stretch, apply even more force, really exert yourself. You at home, please also exert yourself and relax and pull further again.
Can I move it closer? Is it pulling anything?
Yes, it's about 0.5 centimeter each time.
Okay.
Yes? And now let go of the loop, but hold the foot. Let go of the loop, hold the foot, push the bar down, push the groin down, pull the foot towards the buttocks. And please do it at home. Push the groin down, pull the foot towards the buttocks, push the groin down, pull the foot towards the buttocks, push the groin down, pull the foot towards the buttocks, pull a little more, pull a little more. We also did this exercise in our knee study. If you want to access the knee study, click here, then you can take a look at the results. Do that, it's super exciting. And this is also a great exercise for runner's knee. Runner's knee, you know, it pulls here in front of the kneecap down there like that.
How much longer do I have to do, Roland?
Now relax again, relax again.
That was good.
Currently we have a Christmas promotion. Exactly the things we just used, the fascia roller massage set, the knee savior, and the exercise loop are available in a knee package at an unbeatable price. If you are interested in that, then click below the video on this link. If you click here, you will come to a video that explains the role of the thigh muscle in knee pain so that you can understand it well. And down here you can subscribe to the channel, which you should definitely do, and also activate the bell so that you don't miss any videos.